Okay, it's 8:20 a.m. September 2nd. It's the Tuesday after Labor Day in the United States of America, and I have the morning to work on this. Every morning this week, from 8 to 12, I'm going to work on this car. Got the tags, got the insurance, and now I need to get it roadworthy so I can go buy some gas. I will be welding up the pipes. I need lights working, and I want a seat belt, and I need the hood held down. But one thing I'm going to work on now is the gap in the fenders that's been possessing my mind for the past year. It's not something I'm good at, and it's not going to look good when I'm done, but I need the fenders to stay on, and I need them to not touch the tires. So I'm going to give this a little cold start here. I'm going to back it out, and then I'm going to do a little work on it outside here. So in these videos I will be working on this car, but I'm going to do it in the chronological order that I'm working on it. The videos won't be dedicated to each part, this day I'm the fenders. I'm going to be jumping around, but it's going to be in the order that I'm actually doing it, just for different reasons that I have, materials or time. So right now I'm going to back it out and try to cut some metal to fill the gaps in the fenders. These are the gaps that I'm talking about. These were normally bolted on, but I had to pull them out a little bit just to get the tires to roll. And so I need to cut this and weld it in, put some Bondo. There's my gas cap. It doesn't look good, but that's the best that I was able to come up with. Just because the fender's curved, and I don't really feel like spending any more time on it. But it is what it is. Alright, let's not look at it too closely, but the thing that I've been stressing about for a year now is done. Obviously I need to do more grinding and a little more welding and body filler, but that's done, and it's done to my liking. I gotta tie it in somehow down there to the Camry rocker, but it came out better than I expected. And trust me, I know it's not good, but it came out better than I thought I could do. So I'm very happy with that. So I don't know why I stress about these things. I should just do them and not be thinking about them and having it possess my mind for so long. Again, this looks awful, the gas filler, but hopefully it'll look a little bit better with body filler in there. I don't know. Alright, so I had kept all of the original Camry wiring intact. And right now I'm just checking to make sure that it still works. But I am converting from the 2 headlights to 1. So I'll have to just get a new wiring and pigtail at Napa and then wire that together with the new headlights. Also something that I can work on at home Turn signals, I'm going to be retrofitting these with those bulbs over there. But these lenses, I'm not buying new ones, but they're pretty cracked. And I'm going to clean them up really well. They're dirty, and clear coat them. So hopefully that will protect them a little bit. They are plastic. I originally thought this one side was glass because it's got a purplish tint. And I know some old liquor bottles, if they're in the sun, they'll turn purple. I don't know why this one's purple, but that's what these look like in the back. I'm going to take that rubber grommet out, clean them up, and put the bulb in from the Camry. And then the other thing that I can work on at home, I'm going to cut up this original instrument panel. I'm going to take that apart, cut it up, and hopefully attach the Camry one to that. So that's what I can work on at home. Alright, so I was right and wrong. This is actually glass. So it's going to remain purple. I have a bottle. Let me show you here. The only reason I knew that fact is because a while back someone gave me this bottle, and it's a liquor bottle, and it has a purplish tint to it, and he told me if I put this in the, oh well, you can see it mostly at the bottom there. He said if you leave this out in the sun, it'll get even more purple. But so one side is plastic, one side is glass, and they're both going to stay. Okay, I have an idea for the front turn signals that I think is going to work well. What I did was I cut the back end off of the original 51 turn signals. That would have had a 6-volt bulb in there, and I cut the back off of the Camry turn signal on the headlight assembly, and I'm going to put that on there with some Harbor Freight epoxy. Now, I've done some things in the past to repair other things that aren't really car related, but I use the technique where you kind of wrap cloth with glue around it, similar to a like a paper mache technique, and it worked really well. You know, you use different types of glue and cloth, but in this case I think I'm going to just rely on the epoxy, and I might put masking tape around the end. I'm not sure, but I think maybe I'll just rely on the epoxy, because it's really not going to have a whole lot of force, you know, needed to hold it in place. Now for the lens, I'm just going to wash this with some soap and water, and I'll probably put a little bit of super glue here on the inside just to hold it together, and then I'm going to clear coat it to try to keep it together for as long as possible. It's broken in the back in several places, and the other one is glass, so I'll just wash that one. Just a light scuff all over with 2000 grit, and then I'm going to clear coat it with some lacquer. I also wiped it with some rubbing alcohol. Now this isn't my favorite, but this is the one I'll be using because I have it here. I'll just do a few light coats, and I'm not going to sand it or anything. This is finished. I can paint this. I can sand this a bit and paint it, But I left it like this so you could see the masking tape and how it's sealed and how it's sturdy. So let's see what this one purple lens looks like with the amber bulb. It's blinking fast because I don't have the rear blinkers in, and but it looks that'll work. That's fine. This is a dual filament bulb, so it'll be a parking light and the turn. And there's also a marker light, and there's a fog light that I can use just to be maybe creative with lights on the front of it. I don't know. So I'm going to end this video now because I'm going to keep putting out like updates on this thing. And what I'm going to work on now is I'm going to cut this so I hopefully can fit the Camry dash in here. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I got to wait for my thing to charge, my battery, and I'll cut this up. Hopefully I can get that working and show some of the ideas I might have for that. All right, so thanks for checking it out, and I hope you might have gotten an idea or two from these videos.